Might as well give my 2 cents. Variety came out a couple days ago with an article that apparently started making the rounds about how Dinosaurs should be considered one of the worst endings in TV history, along the lines of X-Files, House, Lost, and all the others. How else did they think a show about dinosaurs, where they've already proven in other previous episodes, that humans exist, mankind exists, and modern day technology exists because the people at the dig sites were finding TVs, the TV that Earl watches. They were finding that kind of shit. So obviously, in this universe, the dinosaurs exist and humans are also in the thing. They see them all the time. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a downer, but all the environmentalists, globalists, all that type of stuff tend to be downers when you try to tell the truth about global warming and shit like that. You fuck up the planet's gonna fuck you back up. The Earth has been around, unless you're a creationist. The world has been around for billions and billions and billions of years. The dinosaurs are only around for a small smidgen of that. Mankind, even smaller. No matter what we do to the planet's gonna be just fine. We'll all die out. It will keep on spinning until eventually it gets destroyed by the sun when it explodes. Once anybody who ever listened to this is gone, so who cares? But let's get into the variety, which everybody, even the creators of the show, are attacking the person for giving this basically shit opinion. Dinosaur was an interesting ABC sitcom experiment. What if you replicate the family vibes of Step by Step or Family Matters, but a whole cast of made up of big Jim Henson dinosaur puppets? Perfect for a child demo that would soon be scarred to death by Jurassic Park. The 4-season, 65-episode run of Dinosaurs delivered hijinks that would have been photocopied from Full House, perhaps. That's why it was so distressing that 1984 series final, the whole family dies. Yeah. If you actually go back and watch Dinosaurs, a lot of the child aspects of the series was literally just, hey, it's puppets. Hey, it's dinosaurs. All the jokes and stuff were going over children's heads. The 4 and 5 and 6-year-olds who are watching this because, hey, puppets and dinosaurs, the jokes weren't for them. The storylines, they weren't for them. It was about sexual harassment. It was about marijuana. It was about power, electricity. It was about freaking goddamn werewolves or weremans. It was about puberty. It was about sex. It was about hormones. It was about war. It was about trade disputes. That's what the fuck. It was about corporate empires destroying everything they touch. Which is funny coming from Disney. But that's not the point. This show is not really for kids. If you listen to the dialogue, listen to the humor, it's not for children. It really deserves its PG rating. Because if your child actually isn't distracted by, ooh, puppet, ooh, dinosaur, they're really not going to pay it. They're really going to start asking questions like, what's that? Mommy, what's the mating dance? Oh, Mommy, what's sexual harassment? Oh, Mommy? We say so land looks like Disney. Are they that bad? Oh, they show you where babies come from, for God's sakes. You don't do that on kids' shows. For little kids. That's right, all your favorite characters, including the catchphrase spouting Baby Sinclair, freeze to death thanks to the looming ice age. While historically accurate, no shit, morons. It was perhaps the dourest episode of television to ever air. That's kind of the point. After all, there was no person growing pains didn't end with a slaughter of the Seaver family, they really should have. That would have made me watch that show. So, when the patriarch Earl Sinclair tells his skeptical family as the snow is falling that dinosaurs have been on the Earth for 150 million years, and it's not like we're just going to disappear. The music swells as we leave their concerned faces and cut the news broadcast. Also, the Bunch Beetle was there. The Dino Anchor, who is Howard Hemmed Up Me, thank you very much, delivering a weathery weather forecast while shrouded in gray tones and wearing a thick coat because he's stuck in the weather station because the snow is falling up and everything, as you can see in the Sinclair house. They can't leave, so he'd be stuck at the weather station, at the news station. Good night and goodbye, or good night, goodbye, before fading to black. Well, actually, it doesn't really fade to black. It just fades slightly. And then the credits start rolling. And the credits show the Sinclair house with the snow falling and a sad music plays. No funny little catchphrase, no funny little thing, because it's supposed to make you think. It's supposed to make you realize that dinosaurs, or humans, the world doesn't need us. And we keep fucking it up. Just like the dinosaurs did on the show. They fucked it up. You know the whole song? You tore down the park and put up a parking lot. Well, they tore down a swamp that the Bunch Beetles, who are the most important animals, like bees for humans, that kind of thing, on the bottom of the chain that no one notices, that they all think they're pests, but in reality, they start a chain reaction that they were gone. It would destroy food sources and blah, 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 blah. Still don't think the ending traumatized a generation of sitcom-loving millennials? You mean trigger-happy little snowflake wannabe crybabies? They're not millennials. They're snowflakes. Get it right. Consider the top comment on YouTube rip of the ending. What's worse is that realistically, the baby would probably be the first to die, followed by the other family members one by one until Earl, the one with the most body fat shaming? You're fat shaming, you snowflake bitch? Was the only one left, his final moments filled with guilt over what he did to the world and his family. Thanks for the nightmare-fueled dinosaurs, and this retard that wrote the article, William Earl. So yeah, this guy deserves his call out. He deserves to be told how big of an idiot he is. And the special little snowflakes, well, they're special little snowflakes. What the fuck do you want? What the fuck are you gonna do with them? They're worthless to begin with. You need to just give them a sticker and tell them to shut up. No, it's not William Earl. That was the YouTube commenter. It's one of... Oh, yeah, it is William Earl, see? Because this thing was written by a bunch of people. Sopranos. Seinfeld, that was pretty fucking bad. Because even a first-year law student would have got them off. Because all you do is take a toy gun, point at the jury, and you tell them it's a toy to begin with. But you say, you don't know. Now, you don't know this is a toy. You open the package right in front of them. Now, you don't know this is a toy. This is pretend this is a real gun. Now, I'm robbing this person, pointed at one of your clients. I will shoot you. 100%, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will die today. I'm taking this man's wallet. Do you let me take it? Boom, they're off. Game of Thrones. Rushed, but not bad. Battlestar Galactica, never heard of it. Dexter, never watched it. Lost, well, yeah, it's J.J. Abrams. What the fuck you expect? How I Met Your Mother. People just hated it because they made this ending in the season. The show was supposed to be like 3 seasons long, and then CBS kept making it, and the story kept progressing. And at that point, they filmed the moment where the kids say, "Aunt Robin?" Like, in like the first season when they filmed all the kids' shots. So they can't really get those kids back, and it had to be the same day that Ted's telling the story because, well, children age, you fucking morons. Adults age. Everybody ages. Go 10 years of a fucking TV show, or 9 years, and boom, those people would look 9 years different. It's supposed to be one day, same day. True Blood, never watched it. Roseanne, that was pretty fucking bad, although it's not really a series finale because they came back for one more season. And then they continued it with The Clunners, which they really shouldn't have. Mad Men, never watched it. X-Files, never watched it. 2.5 Men, that was pretty bad. Charlie Sheen left the show, they should have just canceled the fucking thing. Because it was getting pretty bad, even with Charlie Sheen on there. It's like when Jake started getting older, that show started getting shitty. Girls, never watched it. Gossip Girl, never watched it. Quantum Leap, this was not the show's fault. They were canceled without being told. They were told they were getting another season. The next season, Sam was going to get to choose when he wanted to leap. Like when he thought the job was done, he would jump. So this is not the show's fault. Northern Exposure, never heard of it and never watched it, obviously. House, this one was pretty fucking bad. They really should have had the ending be earlier in the season when he tried to kill himself jumping off the roof. Because at that point he had crashed everything. And then this one, he just goes into a burning warehouse. And then he fakes his death so that he can be with his buddy at the end for the last couple of days instead of going to jail. Scrubs, never watched it. Killing Eve, never watched it. Gilmore Girls again, what the fuck? Ozark, never watched it. Saint Elsewhere, never watched it. Lois and Clark, well, they kind of have to be stuck with something because of Superman, so how did it end? What, they get babies? Yeah, never had to be the season finale. So in other words, it's not the show's fault. So, thanks for watching, and see you next time, maybe.